Please rise if able for the playing of the national anthem performed by the Hawley Senior High Band under the direction of Mr. Noah Johnson. You may be seated.
Hi. Hi, everyone. We want to welcome all of the staff, faculty, family, and friends to the class of 2024's graduation. And now to welcome our class. Hey guys, we made it. The day that we have been patiently waiting for since freshman year, or maybe even longer for some of you, is here, graduation day. I know it can bring out many different emotions, but nonetheless, we're getting out of here. And hopefully going on to do something good with what we've learned from all of these lovely people who have been there for us.
We may not have been the best behaved group, some better behaved than others, but we are here to formally apologize to all of the teachers here who have had to put up with our shenanigans. Let's travel back to elementary school, when all I cared about was getting the most points to spend in the AR store. Let me tell you something, getting to the 3,000 point club was one of the greatest accomplishments I have ever done. This was the time where we started to figure out who we were as little people, developing personalities and our friend groups. Memories from elementary school, from recess to free time to first Lego League and so much more are moments that we all hold close to our hearts. This leads into high school where a lot happened. Through all the drama and breakups, we started to learn who we are and what we want to do with our lives.
Or not do with our lives.
These 12 years that we have spent together are unforgettable, and we have all learned so much from each other. These memories can't be replaced.
Speaking of things created, we want to bring light to something we learned from our English teacher, or our musical director this year, Miss Ludwig, who continually told us to choose creation. This doesn't mean essentially to be creative, but to not let others' opinions or harsh words impact you intrinsically, and to always do what you think is right. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled with this because I usually just go with the flow of things or have other people tell me who I am supposed to be. Choosing creation challenges us as adults entering the real world because we now have to make decisions for ourselves, which some of us haven't had to do a lot of up until now. I am confident that each of us will find our own special paths and that any direction we take, we will find something to learn from it.
As a member of the class of 2024, I want to say that I'm proud of how far each of us have come. As we move on with our lives, let's remember everything we have learned and to go through each day just as determined as we were in high school, even if it was just determination to leave. Keep smiling and remember to always choose creation. To those of you in the audience, thank you for all of your immense support over the years. We wouldn't be here without the guidance and care you have provided us.
I'm sure all of you know that my dad takes enough pictures to the point where if I ever went missing, they would have no problem picking out the worst photo for my missing person poster. Despite him being the selfie king, along with my brother, you know I had to live up to them regarding both homecoming and graduation. I mean, what else would you expect? Please humor me while I give all of you that were at graduation last year deja vu. Smile pretty, class of 2024. You're gonna be on camera. If I can get my phone, maybe. We kind of hit her because, you know, certain reasons. Anyway. We're doing 25. Ready? Thank you for humoring me and, you know, for your participation. We love you all, and good luck, class of 2024.
When I first met Kaylee, I really wasn't too keen on getting to know her.
And I wasn't very fond of Noah either.
She was loud and too much of a show-off.
He was quiet and always stuck in the dirty shop.
She had a ton of friends.
And he had weird hair.
But regardless of our differences, we found a common ground. We both enjoyed music, and we were even voted most likely to be on Broadway together.
At first glance, it seemed as though we couldn't be more different. My energy was vibrant and spontaneous, while Noah tended to be more quiet and keep to himself in his first year here. Yet, in the midst of our divergence, we discovered an unexpected harmony.
It's precisely in our polarity where our connection finds its deepest roots. We have grown up in a world where news of the globe reaches us faster than any generation has ever experienced due to social media.
We have seen many negatives, such as poverty, shameful wealth, and even the wars in both Ukraine and with Israel-Palestine.
We have also watched our world connect in positive ways through this as well. Social media has been a consistent branch for many people to find their communities. We also discovered ChatGPT.
Social media aside, we have also gone through plenty here at Hawley High School together. Earlier this week, Noah sent me a quote from his mother saying we should add it to our speech. I thought it was a great idea, and I'd like to read it for you now. You can't skip chapters. That's not how life works. You have to read every line and meet every character. You won't enjoy all of it. Hell, some chapters will make you cry for weeks. You will read things you don't want to read, and you will have moments when you don't want the pages to end. But you have to keep going. Stories keep the world revolving. Live yours and never miss out.
Each step at Hawley has felt this way. It's all like a story, with many laughs, many cries, and plenty of twists and turns. For example, distance learning.
Muskrats in the gym.
No air conditioning to start our year.
And plenty of notes packets in Mrs. Alvin's class.
Regardless of all of this, attending Hawley High School has truly been a blessing. Here, we have always received support from both peers and staff to embrace our differences and reach our goals.
As Noah and I portrayed earlier, our differences make us the exceptionally independent people that we are. And we are lucky to have lived and grown up in a community that allows us to be ourselves and find our happiness.
Recently, Kaylee and I learned a valuable lesson about happiness. It's about how the smallest things that make us feel the most happy. If you attended this year's musical, you'd know that happiness can be found in learning to whistle.
Or even having 2 different kinds of ice cream.
Or embracing your differences and doing what makes you the happiest.
But most importantly, happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
We hope you take all your happiness with you next year and choose creation as you embark on your new journeys.
Congratulations, class of 2024.
started school in 2011, it was President Obama's first term in office.
When we started school in 2011, the field house and the 5th and 6th grade wings were not yet added to the elementary.
When we started school in 2011, I got my first set of golf clubs.
In 2011, the most popular phone in the country was the iPhone 4.
In 2011, the grain elevator was still standing at the heart of Hawley.
In 2011, I golfed my first 9.
Adele had just released her hit single Rolling in the Deep.
It was Mr. Ellingson's second year as elementary principal.
I loved golf.
As you can see, since we've started school, there's been a lot in the world that has changed.
And some things that haven't. This constant change that we have experienced has prepared us to not only survive in the real world, but to cause change ourselves.
Obviously, the best example of change that we had to undergo throughout our school was the COVID pandemic. Now, I'm not going to spend any time going into any of the global effects of the pandemic. We all already know them. Plus, you're bound to hear about COVID in every single graduation speech for the next decade. So I'm just going to say it was a change that we had to adapt to, and we did.
While we all understand the global changes COVID caused, not everyone may realize how it affected us as students. COVID was a game changer for school. As a freshman, I spent most of my time behind a screen doing everything but school. When my cohort was in school, I sat 6 feet from everybody with a mask on. Life in school was miserable. Lunch tables were limited to only 4 people, and the combination of distancing, masks, and safety glass, plexiglass screens caused every lecture to be hard to hear from and learn. I only ever saw half of my class in person, but I enjoyed every minute of distance learning. Sleeping in because my first hour class did not require Google Meets was like a gift from God. The amount of schoolwork was cut down and was made easier to compensate for the loss of class time, and I was living the life. Though I probably didn't learn nearly as much as I would have in full-time school, I still relished my staying up till 1 and waking up at 9 schedule.
COVID was a game changer for golf and myself. I got a golf season taken away, but distance learning allowed me to skip class and golf. Go outside and golf, they all said, but don't touch the flag stick. There was nothing better to do, so people decided to socialize by golfing. Now the courses are always packed, so a round of golf takes a lot longer. So I guess COVID had some effects.
One of the changes that we're in the middle of right now is the emergence of artificial intelligence. Right now, we're in that sort of Wild West era of AI where there's little to no regulations and nobody really knows what it can do fully. Now, this is causing many jobs to be changed. Creative jobs no longer take years of experience to get right. Anybody can go online and punch out an AI song or a piece of art in seconds. AI is also changing data-driven fields because AI can crunch numbers way more efficiently and effectively than any human could possibly dream to. Now, these changes are just happening, and it's something that we as a class are going to have to deal with as we enter the workforce. But we're prepared to deal with it because of the changes we've experienced. Soon, we're going to have to shift as a society to a culture of asking more questions instead of answers. AI has the answers for us, but as a class, we can make that shift because of the changes we've experienced.
Artificial intelligence, mainly ChatGPT, was another game changer for school. The ability to type in a question and receive a full explanation and solution is great for learning, and I obviously never used it to do assignments. ChatGPT had numerous benefits that helped students learn and develop. Being able to summarize an article in record time made papers easier and faster to write than ever, and it only took a tiny amount of common sense to realize if the summary was wrong. Many adults despised AI, but the ideas and concepts learned from it helped me begin numerous papers. If a teacher ever wanted to check if an assignment was AI generated, there were always programs to detect them, and they obviously always worked. AI has both its pros and cons, just like any other change.
What's AI? I've never heard of it. Oh wait, I guess maybe I tried it to help me keep up with school so I could get to all my golf meets. Did you know the course record in Barnesville is 63? Does anyone know who set that?
Now, we are of the belief that these changes that we have experienced are going to allow us to change the world in our own ways. And we've already started doing that. Political polls are shifting from age-old trends because of us. Language is changing faster than it ever has before because of our texting slang and our social media usage. Gen Z voting participation is about double that of any other generation while they were at our age. All in all, because of the change we've experienced throughout our school years, we are going out into the world with a mindset of changing it, and we're not going to stop that anytime soon.
Our generation has also caused a lot of change around Hawley, both for good and for bad. For example, seniors are now able to leave during lunch on Fridays. But we have also caused some change for the worse. Bathrooms have been closed numerous times because of art on the walls, and the locker room has also been closed because of certain reasons. Our class has already caused change, and we can continue to do so past high school. Change is up to us, and it is also on us to choose whether this change is for better or for worse.
Enough about golf. You've all done amazing things, learned from your mistakes, tried new things, and managed to graduate from this place called Hawley High School. We've made it through our last speech with Gerald and our last paper from Ludwig, the last sporting event, the last art show, the last school play, the last school lunch, the last prom. I mean, did anyone else's date leave after Grand March? And the last day of school. It's time for you to leave this place and invent something. Try new things, help others, get up when you fall down, and as cringy as it is, just be you. It's time for you to be a part of this change. Go out and get that hole-in-one, or just try golf. You may like it.
Thank you to the band for bringing back up that energy, because it's now time for the presentation of the class of 2024. Ladies, gentlemen, administration, and school board members, the following have met all requirements set forth by the Minnesota Department of Education, the State of Minnesota, and the Board of Education of the Hawley School District for graduation from high school. Seniors, as I read your name, please receive your diploma from Superintendent Phil Jensen and Board Chair Mark Saline. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until the diplomas have all been awarded in order to show respect for all graduates. Thank you. Bridget Grace Albright. Jaden Allen Ambule. Hoyt Dwayne Anderson. Trista Marie Baer. Landon Daniel Baki. Griffin Noel Blakeway. Sierra Rose Blakeway. Colton Michael Bratch. Emma Carol Brookshire. Kate Elise Burkle. Teague Harrison Carley. Zoe Sylvie Clement. Lillian Jane Covey. Aiden Jeraine Eilertson. Briley May Fensky. Tyler Daniel Girai. Brendan Bradley Giesler. Kaylee Jean Hansen. Emma Jo Harlock. Brady Jerome Hecker. Caitlin Emily Heidinger. Charlie David Hinkle. Isaac Michael Huseman. Chloe Cheyenne Jensen. Thomas James Johansson. Alex Lee Johnston. Jack Darrell Justison. Gavin Gerald Clagus. Samuel David Cluck. Caden Wesley Kopacek. Carson Edmund Kopacek. Kale Quinton Kosmatka. Maya Ray Langseth. Autumn Judith Larson. Colin Patrick Larson. Paul Franklin Larson. Alex Stephen Lean. Cordell Allen London. Noah Leonard Moe. Nathan Matthias Paulin Normandin. Rory Jean Norris. Alex Brennan Paulson. Alexa Joe Reap. Michael James Edward Robertson. Cade August Rocky. Brendan James Sandvik. Christian Lloyd Skank. Lucas Curtis Skank. Justine Haley Schimmerhorn. Mac Finley Schmidt. Justin Henry Schmidt. Jessa Ann Sumdahl. Brecken Michael Spillum. Noah Stephen Staffke. Gabriel John Stahl. Brevin Scott Stoa. Devon Marcus Stock. Julie Catherine Strum. Josiane Lynn Teskey. Lily Ann Thompson. Leah Faye Tibbetts. Ivy Ann Tickle. Zachariah Michael Ty. Josiah Devon Townsell. Romina Valente. Graduates, please change your tassels. I proudly present to you the Hawley High School graduating class of 2024. Keep standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. Thank you for an outstanding year, seniors. Reminder, there will be a recessional line on the east side of the school on this beautiful day. Now it's time to send these graduates off. Mr. Johnson, strike up the band.